Shalom. We're the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, starting out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General YAHANNA. We teach that Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians are the true 12 lost tribes according to the Bible. We aren't affiliated with any other Christianized organization, Muslim mosque, or any other of these fake Israelite camps. We are the home of the truth starting in 1969, and we are 1 West. Today, my topic is going to be brotherhood, man. Brotherhood. You got a lot of folks out here that say, oh, I love my brother. I love my sister. Juneteenth. Everybody need to stick together. Well, what else just passed, guys? It was Juneteenth. No, it's Malcolm X Day or whatever is coming up. And all of this. Everybody say it's all about my brother and all about my sister. Meanwhile, don't nobody want to band together and come together in the time of this war with Russia and Ukraine. Nobody wants to come together on this type of time that has nothing to do with us and build us up as a nation. As a nation. Again, for the 1,000th time, ain't nobody going to save no Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. Nobody's going to save us, man. So, by y'all leaning on Juneteenth, which doesn't mean a damn thing. If you really, I'm a sidebar for slightly. Juneteenth doesn't mean anything. If you care about your brother or your sister, you'll be attending Passover. You'll be keeping the Feast of Purim, the Feast of First Fruit, the Feast of Tabernacle, Hanukkah. You'll be keeping all these days that revolve around Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. Not Juneteenth. Juneteenth was given to Blacks on behalf of the European man, which y'all do suck all that up, thinking it means something. Like y'all suck up Martin Luther King Day, like it means something. And y'all suck up whatever other day that y'all think is so-called blackity black and Latino and Native Indian. Y'all suck it all up thinking it means something. It doesn't mean anything, man. Every day is you're supposed to show brotherhood. Every day you're supposed to show sisterhood. Regardless of what it is. Whether you helping or you forgiving.
Right.
Whether you're helping or you're forgiving. But they give y'all Juneteenth and Pride and Empowerment Month and XYZ things and thinking y'all really doing something. But all reality, you're not doing anything, man. You're conforming to society. You're doing what the oppressor, your slave master, your daddy, is allowing you to do and ordaining you to do. And guess what? You think it's okay because the law says it's okay. You hate the European man, but you say you hate the European man, but you accept each and everything that he does when it comes to sin or being a sexual deviance or a goddamn devil. You accept everything that they saying.
Right.
Everything throughout. You saying you don't like them, but you accept everything they saying. If they say they don't, throughout, they could sit here and say, "Oh, damn the white man," damn the oppressor. But then turn around and put a man on child support. You know what they say when they put him on child support? Well, he needs to take care of their kid. So either you against him or you're with him.
Right.
You can't say I'm tired of police shooting black men down and turn around and go to the court system and say he needs to be on child support. Because now you're a contradiction. Same thing with black men. You say, oh, we need to work together, we need to do this and that. Well, stop paying for a juice box. Stop buying whores, man. Stop buying whores. If you stop buying whores, then we can start talking about black empowerment. Telling a woman to spread and you cutting between them and all this for $1 is not black power. It's not pride in black folks. It's not. We know what happens to a prostitute or a whore. We know what happens to a pimp or a drug dealer. So for you to sit here and say anything about black power and brotherhood and sisterhood, look at those things first. Look at those. Because it becomes a residual cycle when a brother buy a box from a woman and she say, I don't need a man. Just like, you know what I'm saying? We were talking about the other day. When you buying a box from a woman, she say she don't need a man. And you giving her money on behalf of just for illicit sex. Of course she don't need a man because you sick bastard. Because you don't want to be a man or be a brother. You don't care about women because of the simple fact that your mom was a whore.
Right.
Your mom had 3 or 4 men knocking the paint off the goddamn walls while you trying to sleep right before school. Right before school. And then you think just because you had to go through, you need to put somebody else through it. A strong man or a strong woman will understand the things they go through and try to help the youth that is potentially going through or going to have to experience that trauma. A strong adult man or woman will help that child in try to help that child to where they don't have to go through that, or they know how to prevent that, or they know how to work themselves out in that. So again, today is a brotherhood class, man. Today is a brotherhood. And the brotherhood goes a long way. Because I'm going to tell you, without brotherhood, you don't have anything, man. You can be a billionaire like Floyd Mayweather. But if without brotherhood, you don't have anything. You can be a billionaire with no brotherhood or no sisterhood and die of misery.
Right.
Get high. Become an alcoholic. Overdose. Because you don't have brotherhood or sisterhood. You don't have that good company beside you to say, put that damn pill down. Go out there and go keep running. Go do some push-ups since you want to smoke a cigarette. Now I mean, if you could, Baba Bashar, go to 2 Corinthians 6 and 17 if you could, Baba Bashar. See, y'all got to come to a conclusion that brotherhood and sisterhood is all we have. Every woman and every man has something to say about those elders, those 10 elders, beautiful elders of old age. You know what I'm saying? Well, what's the word I'm looking for? Elders. Long story short, 10 elders had nothing to do with nothing. Going in there, going grocery shopping, whether they was getting whatever the hell they was getting, and you had a damn devilish bastard go in there and shoot our elders down. That's 10 elders. 10 elders could have helped 10 youth.
Right.
10 elders could have helped 100 youth on behalf of what to look forward to or what to help it, or life hacks on behalf of how to save, how to get around certain things, what to look out for on retirement. Those elders are going because your Martin Luther King didn't want to show brotherhood. Because y'all so addicted to being accepted by a Kim Kardashian or Eminem. Like we just got done talking about. Everybody say Eminem is the best rapper. Because you want to be accepted by Eminem. Or a damn, give me something else, guys. Whatever you got, Rosie O'Donnell. Because you want to be accepted by Ron Carpenter over here at Redemption Church. The biggest church in upstate. He went to California because you want to be accepted by these damn devils. A devil. Everybody want to be a damn Arab like the brother at the slave.
Right.
Want to be an Arab. And you a black man. You a black woman, brown man, brown woman. You want to be accepted by everybody else, and you forgetting about goddamn brotherhood, man. They brotherhood work different in the European community. They might hate each other to death, and they might own each other and have a lawsuit pending right now for $200,000. But you know what they're gonna do when a nigger come in intervene? They gonna band together, tie their arms, and they gonna be on behalf of the black man. They're gonna make sure they take whatever the threat outside of the nation down. And after the threat is done, you know what they do? Go back to hashing it out like a regular community. Because they understand brotherhood. They hate each other. They're devils. They kill each other. But they understand their people are first.
Right.
But again, tomorrow it would be the start of LGBT. The start of LGBT at what? Juneteenth and what? 19th next month?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. Come on, man. You got to have pride in your people. Meanwhile, you got to have a pride in another man putting his rod up another man's behind, contracting all type of diseases. You want to show Juneteenth and these women out here talking about black this and that, and they got unks in their whores, not knowing Juneteenth should be pertaining to the black community, but they rocking unks and thinking they Egyptian and they're freaking whores. Y'all need to realize, wake up and realize all this that America's putting in your eyes is for simple, dumb Negroes. The Negroes that accept a red, black, and green flag and say it's African,
right, or
it's Black Panthers, or it's Rastafarian. In all reality, none of that has nothing to do with a sorry behind Negro, spick, or a savage. America, ignorantly call us. We're Negroes, Latinos, and Native Indians. That's what they call us. But today, you need to come from up under them and show brotherhood and sisterhood. LGBT is on a rampant right now. LGBT, well, they got 2 months in a year. What other holiday other than European man get 2 months in a year? Christmas don't get 2. The 4th of July don't get 2. January don't get 2. Damn, you don't even get 2 birthdays. 2 birthdays. And you mean to tell me they're going to give some sick, vile, filthy plus 2 holidays, 2 months out the whole damn year like they make a difference when they are the prime reason why things are going into a failure. One of the prime reasons. And they're one of the prime reasons why there will be no women giving birth and there will be so many men dying at the hands of AIDS.
Right.
The hands of AIDS. And they give them 2 months. Come out from among them. Because that's not brotherhood. Don't open your damn mouth when Juneteenth come around. Because Juneteenth don't mean nothing as it is. But don't open your damn mouth talking about black empowerment and this and that if you want to be a part of the LGBT. The Q plus elemental 1, 2, 3 wide receiver and LGBT and I don't know. It's just so much stuff going on. It's 33 genders, guys. It's 30. We know because we're men. We know it's male and female. It's 33 genders. 33 genders. You got regular transsexual, bisexual, trisexual, autosexual, lesbian, straight. I mean, it's damn near 20 something more than that. 20 something more than that. But when you look on your birth certificate, when your parents or you sign off on a birth certificate, do they say male or female? I'll give y'all a brief moment. Wow, that's some good strain right there. That's some scotch. Y'all need to go ahead. I'm good. I got that right there. Like I said, separate from among them. You got that? 2 Corinthians 6:17.
2 Corinthians 6 and 17. Wherefore, come out from among them and be ye separate.
Come out from among them and be ye separate. Come out from the ways of America. Come out from hating your brother or sister. Come out from doing and dealing drugs.
Right.
Come out from being a whore and support whoredom. Come out from just wicked ways and wicked thinking in these evil holidays, these wicked holidays that go contrary to what the Bible says. Come out from America. Be who you are supposed to be. Don't be what you want to be, or don't be what you think you're supposed to be on behalf of what America support. Be who the hell you supposed to be. Now, one of y'all, everybody in here is black, but ain't nobody on here saying, I wish I was white.
Right.
Give me white skin. But you know what a European man would say? They wish they had everything black folks had but they skin. They'd rather have everything but the trial and error we go through, the prison and death, the child support, the rape. They'd rather go through all that other than what we actually go through in life. They want all the perks. Fashion, food, beauty, you know what I'm saying, body shape, you know what I'm saying, sex appeal. They want all of that. But they would not take the root of what makes black, Hispanic, and Native Indians go through hell in this America. Come out from among them and be separate. Go to Deuteronomy 7:6 real quick. If you could, Bob Shaw, hold that. Come out from among them, man. Come out from among them. Deuteronomy 7:6. Holy people. Come out from among them. And it ain't nothing wrong with that. And whenever you come to a conclusion, you'll realize when you come out from among these little devils, you have more, man. You're going to have more. You will have more. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 7 and 6. For thou art an holy people.
Holy means separate. Go ahead.
Unto the Lord thy God.
Unto the Lord. You're separate people unto the Lord, black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, man or woman. Out of all those 1,000, 100,000, trillion, billion, whatever the number is of those other people, you are separate to the Lord. You are right there with the Lord, and the rest of them are out there. Go ahead.
The Lord thy God have chosen thee.
The Lord has chosen you. Mexican brother, Jamaican brother, your Haitian brother, your black man, you know what I mean? Your Cuban, your Guatemalan, like all of you. Black, Hispanic, Native Indian, you has chosen thee. Go ahead.
To be a special people.
To be a special people. Special is a particular. Like you got a special pair of shoes you like to wear out when you going on that first date, or you got a special, you know, for some people that got they build cars and bikes, you got a special vehicle that you take out on Sunday, on a daily drive on Sunday or a Friday night. You got a special bike, or you got a special time and moment when you go to the gym and stretch and listen to your music and so and things like that. You're a special. Go ahead.
Unto himself.
Unto himself. So you're special people unto the Lord. You are a particular person to the Lord. And the Lord made us like that because he sees us. He know the potentials of Israel, man. We got everything. We the littlest in numbers, but we the greatest and the biggest. But the only thing that makes us bad is because we want to conform to society. Follow the laws of America. Follow. Because even the precepts say that too. You know, follow the laws of the land. And the reason being because if you don't follow the laws of the land, you're going to go to jail. Or you're going to die. We are the greatest people, man. Come out from money. Go back to that Corinthians if you could, Baba Shah.
Second Corinthians 6 and 17. Wherefore, come out from among them.
Come out from among them. Come out from America. Come out from dressing like whores, sister. Come out from want to be the biggest gangster you think you are and holding a gun, brother, when you ain't nothing but a coward. Nothing but a coward. And I hate to say it like this, in the words of Brother Shaw. I hate to say it like this, but you're a coward. And I'm not saying going out here killing nobody, but you know who's not a coward? Is the same sick, oppressive bastard who'll go out here and pull a gun and they know what they about. It's them against the world. But what you do, you find the same black man that going through the same hell you going through, and you think you have the right and the audacity to pull a trigger on a nigga who going through the same stuff you going through. The same thing. Struggling. Ramen noodles every day. Don't know how they gonna make the light bills paid. Can't get back and forth to work. On child support. Worrying about how they gonna pay child support. And you feel like you got the audacity? You don't have an audacity. And for you to kill your brother at a time like that, and knowing he going through the same thing you going through, you are a weak bitch. Salaki. Go ahead.
Okay. Be ye separate, said the Lord.
Be separate. Holy. Separate. That means whatever they want to do, smoke cigarettes, Newport 100 for you smoker, Blackie Mild regulars and wines and weeds and Zaza and KK and all that. Be separate, man. Go get a job and stop selling weed and pills and meth and fentanyl and shrooms and all. Man, go get a job. Stop being a bum. You a junkie and you're a bum if you gotta sell drugs. You're sorry. You don't deserve a wife. You don't deserve kids, and you don't deserve nobody to help you when your behind get locked up. You don't deserve it because you always want to find the easy way out. But a real man's gonna make a way if there's no way, and a real man not gonna jeopardize his family or his life when his family depends on him to be there in and out. You are weak because you don't want to lean on brotherhood. You think this crack rock, if I don't sell them the crack rock, somebody else gonna sell them the crack rock. Why you gotta be like that? Just be a man and go get a goddamn job. Go start a landscaping business. Go do something else. Go flip a burger. It feels better because you ain't gotta worry about looking over your shoulder because the next person gonna drill you, and you ain't gotta worry about looking over your shoulder for the European man to have 100 goddamn oppressors on your behind.
Right.
That's it up.
And touch not the unclean thing.
And touch not the unclean thing. All that goddamn sin y'all doing, thinking y'all doing something. Buying all that box. All this, I know my Jesus and all this and that. Yeah, know your Jesus. You'll know your Jesus right here in Charleston, South Carolina with Diddle Storm Roof. They all met their Jesus. So I hate to say it like that. I hate to say it like that. Go to 1 John 4 and 20.
Mm-hmm. 1 John 4 and 20. If a man say, I love God, and hateth his brother, he is a liar.
If a man say, I love God and hated his brother, your pastor would say they love God. But if you're not steering your brother or sister in the right direction in a way that they shall go, in a way that they're supposed to go according to the Lord, you actually hate them. It doesn't even matter if you're a pastor and you're not even saying don't smoke a cigarette. If you walk out your building after the this whole revival and all of this, and you see somebody smoking a cigarette right there off your stoop at the church, if you're not saying that, you hate that person. You hate them. If you see that person sitting over here selling a box, or that sister selling her box to this man, and you just giving a blind eye like it ain't got nothing to do with you, you hate that person. You can't come and tell me you love me or you love your mama or your daughter when you watching the same person that look just like them committing sin.
Right.
Because what's the difference between your daughter and your mom doing what they doing? You're gonna want to check them, or are you not? So why check them and not check the same one that look like y'all? If black people need to come together, black people need to work together, black people need to do this, black people need to do that. What do you need to do? What are you doing? You got that? That's it. Yeah, 4:21.
For he that loveth not his brother, whom he hath seen, how can he love God, whom he have not seen?
So you see that same little man every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday night if it's revival, smoking a cigarette outside the building while everybody in there so-called enjoying themselves but being lied to. And you see this man out here smoking a goddamn Newport 100 every time and never say nothing. Never say nothing. And you say you love God. Meanwhile, you see the same brother out here destroying his life, and we all know what cigarettes do. You know what cigarettes do when you in 3rd grade. It'll cause cancer. Like, you don't even know about the whole can't breathe. You just know it causes cancer. And you sit here and watching this man doing this, and you say you love God. You love the Lord. Yeah, all right. That'd be the damn day. Go ahead. That's it. Off of 21.
Verse 21. And this commandment have we from him, that who loveth God, love his brother also.
If you love God, you love your brother also. So when y'all be doing revivals 3-4 days a week, and this whole, parenting thing, they be like, oh yeah, this generation, this and that. What are you doing for the generation? What have you done other than saying we don't stick together?
Right.
Or pay your tithes, and y'all talk about the generation like, well, who was that brother that got killed? It was a brother that got killed, and the pastor said in the church, he said, on a paraphrase, he said on behalf of somebody in here know who did it. Some brother got killed, but he said somebody in this church knows who did it. I don't know. Somebody put it in the chat if y'all seen it on Facebook. It's not old, but it was a few months ago on behalf of Pastor, acting like he cared, and it said this needs to stop. Somebody in here know who did it. What the hell does it matter when y'all been lying to our grandmama and granddaddy 300, 400, 500 years and hanging us like the KKK did? What does it matter? What does it matter? That's the best you got? Is to say somebody know who get? How do you get to the bottom of Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians killing each other? Not in a damn Christian church. If you choose to continue to be in a Christian church, you are sorry. You're not sorry on behalf of what's going on. You're sorry as an individual, and you're sorry to this nation. You're worthless. You are worthless. You are like a receipt. That's what you are. Got something? Anything on it? Read 21 one more time if you could, bro. Sure.
Yeah. And this commandment have we from him, that he who loveth God love his brother also.
If you love God, you love your brother also. Hey man, put that cigarette out. Let me talk to you to tell you what goes on with that. So like, hold up. Put that cigarette down. Let me explain to you what goes on with the cigarette. Let me explain to you why you shouldn't smoke it. Let me show you why you shouldn't smoke it. Why are you smoking it? You're better than that, brother. You're better than that, sister. You're better than that cigarette or whatever you want to smoke. You know what I mean? You better than laying on your back for $40 or some weed. You know what I mean? You better than that. But a lot of people are cowards out here and scared to tell their people they're better than that because they're worried about consequences. I tell these brothers, and I tell people out here, in order for you to be in the I.S.U.P.K, you got to be some form of a hard-bodied lunatic with logic. Right. And when I say that, it's because each and every day we in the truth, our life is on the line. But guess what? I go wake up with my brothers each and every day, and we find pleasure to know that somebody go want to kill us because we're doing the work of the Lord. We find pleasure in that. We find pleasure in the fact that this is what we're supposed to do, and we're wanted because the Lord, and what Christ said, they hated you before they hated me.
Right.
We find pleasure in the fact that we're doing what we're supposed to do, and everybody hates it. We find that. Go ahead. That's it?
Good.
All right. Proverbs 11:21. Yeah, man. Y'all just gotta come to understanding, like, you are better without them. And how you start being without them is showing brotherhood. Because again, me and this brother have an issue. If we was in the truth, we have an issue. I kill him, he kill me. Oh, that's easy. That's two niggas going. Two niggers. Nigger boys. You all right, nigger boy? You about to do a long time down here, nigger boy. When I say piss, you piss. When I say you eat and swallow, you goddamn it eat and swallow. And if you don't listen, that's your behind. That's what they find pleasure in. But when me and his brother start showing laws and actually being tenderhearted and showing compassion for each other, it's like, how the hell do we separate these niggas? But the only way we're going to do it is when we start following them laws of the Lord. Your gangs don't have laws. They say they do, but they don't have laws. They screwing each other wives. They setting each other up, getting them killed. Gangbanger is a gangbanger. Hell, all y'all need to just be boys. Because y'all ain't serving the goddamn purpose. None of you worth a damn. All of you the same person. Doing crime a different way. You ain't no different than the damn Hell's Angels. The same thing as the European. Y'all all might well band together and do the same goddamn lawless thing. Because ain't none of y'all better than another one. All of you crap. All of you. You ain't helping society. You're not helping nothing. You're helping destroy society, and you're helping you're helping to destroy society, Salaki. That's all you're helping. You're not doing anything special. Nothing. All right,
Proverbs 11:21. Though hand joineth hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished.
Though hand join hand, the wicked would not be unpunished. Though hand join in hand, the wicked should not be unpunished. Who the wicked?
Wicked is Esau.
Okay, go ahead.
But the seed of the righteous shall be delivered.
But the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. Even for you, I'm a Judite, I'm Israel. Yeah. You can be right with the wicked too now. Don't think it just exempt you and think it's them. You Steve Harvey's, you D.L. Hughley, you Floyd Mayweather, your Young Thugs and Gunners, your famous Dexes, your Wendy Williams, your Oprah Winfrey's, and hell, you goddamn, who else are you? Cardi B's, you goddamn Megan Stallions. We go to listen everything in the industry. If you like it and it's not in the I.S.U.P.K, we're talking to you. Dr. Umar Johnson, and ain't even no damn doctor. General YAHANNA had to bring that out yesterday. His name is Umar Johnson. That's the issue with the conscious community. His name is Umar Johnson, not Dr. Umar Johnson. You would be considered a wicked too, man. What, 25, 40 out?
Matthew 25:40. And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you.
25 and 40.
Yeah, that's 20.
Okay.
Inasmuch as ye have done it unto me, it's like it. Let me read it over. Matthew 25 and 40. And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of these, least my brethren.
Christ said, whatever little thing that you have done, my brethren, and my sister, this don't exempt you. Go ahead.
Ye have done it unto me.
You have done it unto me. Again, I say the same thing every week, cause every time no matter if you stealing a nickel or you sleeping with that man's wife. It doesn't matter if you laying on your back for $5 on Snapchat or you laying on your back because you disagree with what your husband says. If you done it, whether it's how small or big it is, you done it to Christ. And Christ is your husband, from what the Christians say. Christ is your husband. So if you're doing it unto Christ, you're doing it unto your husband.
Right.
Go ahead.
Next one.
Nah, go to Isaiah 9:16 if you could. Boy, that thing strong as hell. Boy, I'm done with that. That shit, oh my gosh. Yeah. Huh? Boy.
Isaiah 9:16. For the leaders of this people cause them to err.
The leaders of these people. These people is us. Us, guys. Black Hispanic and Native Indian. The leaders of us cause us to err. You know what I mean? Even down to hey, what's that brother name? He Benjamin brother. Tommy Lee. Tommy Lee, a Jamaican brother. He's a good artist, but all he do is talk about drugs and sex. That's all. Very good artist. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what artist, or not what artist. It doesn't matter. Whatever leader it is, you think they're a powerful leader, 9 times out of 10 they ain't. If it ain't none of these 7-head generals inside of the I.S.U.P.K. or these captains or these high-ranking officers, officers and generals, or even these troopers, they will cause you to err. They are not a leader.
Right.
And no offense to you or none of these troopers out here, is the fact that your troopers, the brother who doesn't even have the highest rank in the school, is a better leader than your billionaire leaders. Your trooper has more potential to lead and save a nation than your sorry bastardized whatever your Umar Johnson's is, whoever black whatever. It doesn't matter who it is. Got a comment?
No.
They are better leaders. They're better leaders. Go ahead.
And they that are led of them are destroyed.
And they are led of them that are destroyed. Like again, for example, we got Lil Wayne's out here. Lil Wayne is the last real, not the last, but one of the 3 last real goats. This whole generation got tattoos. I'm talking about they face look like a damn ink blob. You know what I mean? They all doing drugs out here. I don't know who ain't doing drugs. Who the hell ain't doing drugs? All it is, they doing all that, talking about women and doing this and doing that, and come on. You know what I mean? They cause y'all to err, man. Y'all think this is cool. The whole time they've been thinking, oh, Illuminati. Jay-Z, oh, he an Illuminati. But you know what's crazy? The whole time they've been saying Jay-Z an Illuminati. Not saying he ain't, whatever the hell going on. But it's crazy how the simple fact that when Jay-Z step out, as time go by and nobody said nothing about Jay-Z, everything they said Jay-Z was doing, you got weak brothers out here wearing skinny jeans, they butt open, putting other men inside of them, doing this, blowing rods, putting money, doing it, and y'all was saying everything about Jay-Z. Meanwhile, this whole new generation is doing what females is not supposed to, but is in their nature of what a female should do. You got that? You go to John 13:34. John 13:34.
John 13:34.
Mm-hmm.
A new commandment I give unto you.
This is a new commandment. Go ahead.
that ye love one another as I have loved you.
Love one another as he has loved us. That's a lot of love for a man to give his life. Now, what Christ has asked you is to love each other. Love each other. For this man to give up everything, this man gave up everything. He gave up everything. He didn't give up his soul, but he gave up everything that he possessed. Meanwhile, y'all brothers can't give a man $20 for gas money to go to work. To at least go to work, not even to go see a female. To go see a female. You can't take a sister to go get groceries to help out her 4 starving kids. And when she actually trying to change her life without you sliding right up and splitting her. You got to split that woman to help that sister. That's sad, man. That's sad. Sisters out here really have to go to above and beyond to where they got to woo and swindle a man to help get their bills paid by laying on their filthy, disgusting backs. I had a joke just now about a crack, but there ain't no cracking joke type moment. I damn sure about to roast that. Anything else on that? Huh? You start from the top.
John 13:34. A new commandment I give unto you.
A new commandment. Again, this ain't no pick and choose. This is a new commandment. Go ahead.
That you love one another.
Love one another. That's a commandment. This is something you gotta do. Law, statute, commandment, the whole 613 laws. This is something that must be done. It's something you have to do. Ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it, or what ifs, or should I, or could I, or would I, or who do I. Is love one another. You love one another. That's it.
As I have loved you, that ye also love one another.
That ye also love one another. See? Christ even said it. You know what I mean? So we about to go to Slovakia. Zephaniah 2:1.
Zephaniah 2:1. Gather yourselves together.
Gather yourself together.
Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
The nation that not desires who, guys?
Nation of Israel.
Israel.
12 tribes of Israel.
12 tribes of Israel. That brother, he's so correct. Black, Hispanic, Native Indian. The Lord said, gather yourself together, O nation not desired. Again, they want everything we got other than the murder, rape, rob, and murder we go through.
Right.
Or they don't want to have to go through the drug era. They don't want to have to live in the ghettos and the barrios and the reservations. And they don't want to be drug addicts and that. But one thing they do want is how we cook, how we look, how our body is, how with our fashion, our clothes, you know what I'm saying, our dances, our styles, our way of living, our way of talking. Hell, they even want our work ethics. They want things that we built, but they don't want to live with getting murdered at the red light. They don't want to deal with getting murdered at the red light. They don't want to get murdered with a cell phone in their hand. They mistaking it for a gun. They don't want to get murdered behind Skittles and an Arizona tea and a hoodie. They don't want to get murdered behind that, but they want, you know what they do want? That same hair texture, that same style, that same goal. Go ahead.
You want to read it?
Go to Matthew 5:22.
Matthew 5:22. But I say unto you, that whosoever is angry with his brother,
I say unto you, to whosoever, the word whosoever, Christians think is talking about everybody. Whosoever is angry with their brother
without a cause.
Without a cause. Meaning, again, you hating that brother because we go in the gas station and we got them new Jordan Retros that just came out goddamn 3 hours ago. You hating on that man, you ain't seen him not even a second of your time. Y'all walk past each other and you seen some retros he had on for a couple hours and you mad at him? You hating on him? That's without a cause, man. You want to go rob that brother because he work a 9 to 5 to provide for his family? And sisters too, a woman know how to shut the hell up. Shut her goddamn mouth, and she got her husband, and her husband wants to come home to her in the family, wants to be with her and be up under her and give all his good, that stuff to her. You jealous? Because that's without a cause. That's where it comes to. You need to work on you or figure out an alternative route and not transgressing the law. But as far as bettering your life, seek some goddamn counsel. Ask questions. Figure it out. Go ahead.
Then whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of judgment.
Shall be in danger of judgment. Man, hey, and the only person that can judge you is the Lord. I can sit here and say this all day. Christian, like, oh, you can't judge me. You can't judge me. But guess what? I can tell you something right now about, like when you kid, your parents be like, oh, Kaz, mama said when you come home because you ain't clean your room, she gonna whoop you. You know what I'm saying? But she going at 5, so wait about 5:30 for you come in. His judgment, if he don't want to listen and he want to be a hard-headed Negro, go ahead and walk your behind up in there. And they're going to tie fire to his behind all the way up to 5:30. Right. All the way. That's a judgment because he ain't want to listen. She helped him out, but he ain't want to listen. So guess what? His mom and daddy going to tie fire to that behind. His room going to be clean, and now it's time for him to do things right when it's already too late. Right. Go ahead.
And whosoever shall say to his brother, Rakah, shall be in danger of the counsel.
So you calling your brother worthless. Nigga, you ain't ish. Like a lot of women say about niggas. And some of you niggas say, oh, bees ain't ish. I tell you what, that's you. The Lord talking to you. The Lord is talking to you. Because what are you doing as far as showing brotherhood and sisterhood to help them not be whatever you think or whatever you're calling them to be? What are you doing? Other than complaining, being on Facebook. You got someone there? Being on Facebook, talking about how you feel about certain things. Damn your feelings. Dude, we have a nation to build up. And the problem is everybody wants to be emotional, man. Everybody want to be emotional, and everybody want them to abide by their emotion. Don't nobody give a damn about your emotion, and shouldn't nobody care about your emotion. What did the Lord say? And if you don't have logical emotion that line up with the Lord saying, you don't know how to not be emotional, who cares? If the only way you know how to result into solving something is being emotional, who cares? Grow up as a man and a woman. Grow up. Go ahead.
Shall be in danger. But whosoever shall say, thou fool, shall be in danger of hellfire.
Again, if you've been in a psychiatric hospital, Salakia. If you've been in a psychiatric hospital and you're on this whole Facebook, I want to die stuff, and you know what I mean, and just saying like you don't care, like how these Europeans be out here committing slaughter amongst our people, and they say they have an issue. If you have any of those mental illnesses that's truly of what's going on, not what they're saying is going on with them, then you know what I'm saying, and they really don't, then you will have to go seek counsel.
Right.
Because that's a serious matter. We just sat here and watched 4 mass shootings in, 2 weeks?
Man.
4 mass shootings in 2 goddamn weeks. Wait, how many? It was 27, 28 in this year already? Mass shootings? Right. And we only heard of, what? Probably 6. Maybe not even. 27, 28 mass shootings in the year of 2022. 2022. And that's why if you call somebody a fool, we take it serious. Because things like that could happen. 20. I don't know where all of them. I'm gonna look it up too. You know, I gotta look it up.
Right.
But things like that's the things that will happen. Good. Luke 6:31.
Luke 6:31.
Mm-hmm.
And as ye would do, and as ye would that men should do to you, do ye also to them likewise.
So, you know what I'm saying? Do unto others that you want done unto you. That's what that precept's saying. Do unto others that you want done unto you. And I mean, this is just baby milk scriptures, man. And this is stuff that a lot of you need to learn first, because everybody want to know about if the word round and flat and all this. First, you need to worry about milk scriptures. Reason being because if you're not going to understand how to break those down if you don't even understand milk scriptures.
Right.
What's that precept in Hebrews? Learn again. It's Hebrews. Is it right into my tongue too? Good night. Hebrews 5:12. Salakia, y'all. Let me know when you got it. You know, take your time. Time's sake, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know, go ahead and tune in the chat. You know, just a little class participation. You know, needs be. You know, hope everything good or whatnot. You know, go ahead.
Hebrews 5:12.
Mm-hmm.
For the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have the need that one teach you again.
So when it's time for you to be a teacher, you need somebody who is going to teach you again. And this is going for all these people that say, I don't need a camp or whatever, the I.S.U.P.K or whatever the case. I'm going to tell you this. Christ had his own group of people. You know what I'm saying? His own school or whatever. He had 11 disciples with him. And they had to been taught by Christ. And guess what? Those same that was ordained, that Christ ordained to teach, those 11 went out and taught other people.
Right.
They didn't say they didn't need nobody else, because they had to go to Christ to get answers and breakdowns and understanding. So when you say you don't need this and that, you read it all alone, you're a goddamn liar and you are silly. You're stupid. Like, period. Those disciples had to go to Christ in order for them to go out here and speak. They had to have somebody teach them. So what the hell makes you better than anybody else? How can you show brotherhood or sisterhood and you don't even have the full breakdown or the understanding because you think you know every goddamn thing and you don't want to have to deal with authority? Authority, listen, you don't have to listen to a black man. But I'll tell you what, when your ass get locked up, you're going to deal with somebody. Whether it's Tiny, that big ass man in prison named Tiny, or you're going to deal with the warden. That's a European man. Talking about this and that. Go ahead, cuz.
Okay. Ye have need that one teach you again.
So again, you know all of this, all of that, and you still don't know nothing. When you come into the I.S.U.P.K, when you start leaving them fake camps and assemblies and all that, when you come into the I.S.U.P.K, this is what you do. This is what you do. And hear me out and listen slowly. For all of you hard-headed brothers and sisters, rebellious brothers and sisters. Forget everything that you think you know. Forget everything that lines up with what you think you know. And you come in here to the body and you relearn. This is what the precept talk about. You think you know everything, you know so much. Forget about all of that. Forget your name. Forget how to speak and learn exactly what the precept's saying. Start from the top, cuz.
Okay.
The water.
For For the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again.
So the disciples had to be taught by Christ, and you think you don't have to be taught by nobody? You can read on your own. Who's better? Are you better than Christ? Are you better than disciples? When you just stopped smoking weed and cigarettes and being a whore a year ago? Go ahead.
Which be the first principles of the oracles of God.
That's the first thing you need to learn. Learn from somebody who knows. That's the first principle. That's why forget everything and relearn again. That's the first thing. Forget what you thought you know and come in and realize that you don't know anything. Because as of right now, you know you're Israelite, but you still don't know a damn thing because you don't even know the culture behind Israelite. Go ahead.
And are become such as have need of milk.
Need of milk. A child needs milk. A baby fresh 2, 3, 4 months out the womb, 5, 6 to a year. However long you prefer to breastfeed, needs milk. Needs milk. A baby is ignorant, oblivious to life. Helpless. Needs help. Can't feed their own food. Can't feed themselves with food. They need milk. That's a child. An adult doesn't need it. Go ahead, God.
And not of strong meat.
And not of strong meat. You can't put a fresh turkey tail or oxtail or steak in a child's mouth and expect them to be able to not so much as digest it, but bite down on it. That takes somebody with more seasoning. That takes an adult, a full grown adult, somebody who's really ready for it.
Right.
Not a baby. So for you to say that you don't need anybody, this and that, that's the reason why you're so weak and far away from Brotherhood, because you feel as if you could go into the Bible and teach however you want to teach. But it doesn't work like that. You're still on the milk. You're still on the milk. You don't even understand the fundamentals of showing brotherhood and sisterhood because you know it. And the reason I'm bringing this precept out, because a lot of you really fall victim, not even victim. A lot of y'all perpetrators. You know what I'm saying? Thinking y'all know what y'all know, but y'all really don't know a damn thing. Y'all going off self-lust and y'all going off of some goddamn Ben Levi, Yisrael, whatever the hell that is. Go ahead. Try one more precept. I think it's one more.
For everyone that useth milk is unskillful in the word of righteousness. So
everybody that uses milk is unskillful. A baby is not sharp with a sword. A baby can't jump on both of their feet and haul tail and outrun a sprinter. A baby can't. A baby barely. They've just learning how to eat on their own. They're unskilled. Go ahead.
For he is a babe.
For he is a baby. For all of you again that say, I don't need a man, I read the Bible myself, I don't need the I.S.U.P.K. You are a baby. You are unskilled. Because if you knew what you knew and you didn't need it, and the scriptures say that, then okay. But for you to think you know and the scriptures go contrary to what you're saying, you don't know. You're still on breast milk. You're on Similac. Come on, go ahead. Whenever you get to it. You got something?
No, I was the end of that.
You want me to next?
Yeah, I think it's one more.
No, 14. Verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
But strong meat belongeth to them that are full age.
That goes back to the disciples. Christ was on strong meat. Them disciples, they needed to be fed and winged off the milk. You know what I mean? They was being winged off the milk and put on meat. And when they was put on meat, they was going out here and giving milk to the rest of them, helping people wing off the milk and get on meat. So for you to say what you're saying all reality, you're on milk because you don't even understand brotherhood. And to say it like that, Christ was being a brother because he dealt with it that way. Christ ain't have to do none of that. None of that. And there's another precept. What's that precept? Let's see. Matter of fact. So let me go. That's it off of that?
Good.
Luke 6:31.
Luke 6:31.
Mm-hmm.
And as ye would that men should do to you, do ye also to them likewise.
Whatever you want to be done unto you, do it good unto them. Don't be out here raping, and murdering, and then expect nothing to happen or want nothing to happen. Meanwhile, you're the cause of destruction. And when somebody else supports your cause of destruction because they use your own number on you, you have a problem. That's not fair. Be brotherly and don't do it at all. That's it? All right, we're going to go John 15 and 12 to 14.
John 15 and 12.
Mm-hmm.
This is my commandment.
This is a commandment. Again, everybody know about the 10 commandments, but out of the 10 commandments, this ain't. Hold up real quick. I remember about the 10 commandments. We used to be in church in Georgia, man. Right around Riverdale, you know, like in between College Park and Clayton County. We used to be like, yeah, right dead smack in between College Park and Clayton County. And it used to be this one church right off the highway. And we used to drive like 15, 20 minutes to go to this church. And I remember they used to have us in like, you know what I'm saying, they got like children service or whatever, while the adults got whatever they got going on, they take the kids and bring them over here.
Man.
So, you know, and they full-fledged had nothing but dancing going on, trying to recite the Bible chapters in order, and they had the 10 Commandments. And in all my life, it was just like, why? You know what I mean? Like, why? And it's crazy how in the Christian church, you got to recite the 10 Commandments to know them, but how are they telling you to prevent them?
Right.
How are they telling you not to break the 10 Commandments? They just say recite them. I mean, hell, I was just a young chap at that time, 13, 14 years old. They out here killing. Did they recite a damn commandment?
Right.
I mean, come on. You got girls out here 12, 13, 14 years old getting pregnant. Did they recite a commandment? What is reciting commandments going to do? 10 commandments. But again, like I said in camp, they say 10 commandments, but they don't never say thou should not rape.
Right.
Like your pastor's doing. Thou should not be a homosexual. Thou should not steal from the church. They say thou should not steal, but they make sure they put it in the form of donation to the church. You got something?
No.
Someone in? Hey, no. Yeah, man. So y'all just got to come to a conclusion. Like this whole Christianity and all this abla gabla and blah da da and woo woo, all of this stuff ain't got nothing to do going on.
Right.
You got that
This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I loved you.
love one another like he love her. You know what I mean? So it don't matter. Like me and Kazamar, that's my brother. I'm his brother.
Right.
We got love for each other as brothers. Just like the brother out here who is a stranger, who a damn crackhead, we got love for him. He don't understand why we got love for him, and he might not have the same love, but at the end of the day, by us knowing as two men of the Lord, we understand we gotta love each other, whether it's Floyd Mayweather or it's the scum crackhead of the world,
Right.
and they are people. We gotta love them. It's a commandment. We have to love them. We have to, and even if we ain't got the means to help them or we can't help them, don't hate them. Still love them. The best thing about brotherhood is giving counsel and taking advice and listening. Everything else follows suit. Go ahead.
Verse 13. Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friend.
No man, there is no greater love than this. If a man lay down his life It doesn't matter, man. I mean, you even got some brothers got jumped in the world, and they homeboy came. It could have been 2 against 5, and guess what? Them brothers died best friend, knowing that goddamn nigga, you got my back. It don't matter if it's 5 niggas or 100 niggas. Like, you got my back. I'm willing to die behind you. We gonna die together. Or we gonna leave out together.
Right.
Period. It ain't no iffy. Go ahead.
Verse 14.
Salakia on that. Salakia. Nah, I mean, sorry, I forgot where I was, man, before we were really interrupted. But yeah, brotherhood, man. Yeah, love one another. Christ, he gave an order. You can leave it open, huh? You can leave it open. Ain't no sweat. Yeah, Christ ordered us to love one another and love one another, and that's a commandment. The what? Yeah, that's a commandment. And the reason why it's a commandment because Christ already know, like, we're not gonna be able to build this nation up if we still envying one another and having hate and all of this in our heart. We're never gonna get anywhere. We're never gonna get anywhere. And the reason why we're not gonna get anywhere because if we're a part of the same nation and you hating this one, you hating that one, hating this, hating that one, y'all gonna continue, or we're gonna continue to break down this whole kingdom, regardless how much money we got, regardless whatever we do, we're never gonna make it over to the next stages. That's like Charles said, you keep a dog on the leash for 100 years, that dog always gonna come back because that dog don't know what the hell to do.
Right.
Come.
I'll John 15:13.
Mm-hmm.
Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends.
That a man laid out his life for his friend. Again, I mean, I say it time and time again. Y'all don't have no idea. Somebody put in the chat, if you really got just a legitimate friend that willing to lay his life down, not because of drugs, not because he rode with the wrong niggas. I mean, lay his life down for the right reasons. The right reason. Got shot in the middle of a tussle, or just didn't even give up your name, or took a stabbing in the process, like name somebody. And Christ went out there and done it without a fight. Right. He just done it. He done it. And again, you got a lot of simple Simon Negroes, in the words of Isupk, saying, "Oh, it would have been me. That couldn't be me. That would have killed." Guess what? You would have been one of those simple Simon Negroes that got killed.
Right.
You wasn't gonna die for nothing because you can't even show brotherhood. You would have died in a cotton field. You would have got your behind lashed 150 times like every other damn Negro slave. Talking about it wasn't gonna be. You would have died the same way because you can't put cigarettes down, or you can't tell your brother, "I don't think that's a good idea. You shouldn't do that."
Right.
Or because you want to run off and make our sister into a horse. You would have been that same Negro that died in the cotton field. And you want to know what happened when you think you was gonna be so brolic about it. You would have got your behind killed, raped, or killed.
Right.
You're not tough, man. You're not tough. Somebody is tough. Somebody going to choke up their pride, come to an understanding that they were wrong, and then go to their brother and deal with their brother accordingly.
Right.
12. Go ahead, dog.
Verse 14. Ye are my friends, if ye do whatsoever I command you.
If you could do that, you're willing to lay down your life, follow the law, statute, commandments, whatever the case may be. You are Christ's friend.
Right.
You are Christ's friend. But guess what? For all you say, "Oh, I would have this and that," Christ don't hear what the hell you saying. Gird up your loins. You know what I'm saying? Prove thyself. What is you really about? You really about that, or you just diddy bop? What? Running around with these women panties on. Go ahead. So you go to Matthew 18 and 21. Matthew 18 and 21.
This is Matthew 18 and 21. Then came Peter to him and said, Lord, how oft shall my brother sin against me, and I forgive him?
Peter went to Christ, your husband, your Lord and Savior, and said, how many times do I have to forgive this nigga? How many times? You don't even hear this in today's society, like, bro, I'm gonna keep forgiving or asking. You 9 times 10, somebody gonna die after the first time, and they're like, I'm cutting that nigga off. Like, come on. Yeah, you got it.
Till 7 times. Verse 22. Jesus said to him, I say not unto thee until 7 times, but until 70 times 7.
He's telling you, he basically saying, nah, this ain't the end. You need to keep forgiving him regardless of what he does.
Right.
What he does. What he does. Go to, yeah, start from the top with my son.
Oh, God. Then Peter came to him and said, Lord, how oft shall my brother sin against me, and I forgive him? Until 7 times? Jesus said unto him, I say not unto thee until 7 times, but until 70 times 7.
Until 70 times 7. I mean, bro, you gotta do this shit day in and day out. Fuck what you talking about. Fuck how you feel. I mean, Salakia.
That's right.
Forget what you feel about it. And forget what you say and forget what you talking. Salakia.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Salakia. Salakia.
That's what he said.
You know what I'm saying? Like, well, that might have been how Christ said it. That might have been how Christ said it. But Salaki, damn what you talking about. Damn how you feel about it. You know what I mean? That's your brother. Be a man about it. Forgive your brother.
Right.
Oh, that's it? That's it?
Okay. Should I say, damn, LOL.
You know what I said?
Yeah.
Salaki. Salaki, let me get Mark 12 and 31. Salaki, I ain't know it was that bad. Shark caught that. Brother Shark caught that. Hey, you got any comments, man?
Yeah, we got Marcus says most brothers don't even know what brotherhood is.
Right. That's it.
All right, and Mark, he said I got 4 of them, and he said I laid my life down for them, and I.S.U.P.K brothers also.
Right, most high in Christ, man. Steadfast. That brother Mark is coming up strong, man. Hey, steadfast in here. You know what I'm saying? There's a few brothers. You got Cosmar in here too. Brothers come in here headstrong. You know, booted up, all black, ready to go to war like they officers already. Now, I mean, get them brothers in here. Get them brothers in here, man, because that take a lot of sacrifice and dedication. And a lot of people ain't willing to do that. You know what I mean? Like, your Christian not willing to sacrifice their Saturdays because they want to go whore and then go to the club.
Right.
You know what I mean? They a lot of brothers, they don't want to sacrifice 8, 9, 10 hours out the day because they got 8, 9, 10 hours out the day to sell drugs or try to get some box. These brothers right here say, damn everything, I'm pulling out all the stops and I'm gonna do what I need to do for my nation, the people, and figure it out after. That is a real soldier. That's a real warrior. And Marcus, by the way, bro, it's good. It was good warring with you last week, man. I couldn't tell you, but very good warring with you, man. You looking solid out there. Stay strong, man. Stay strong. Go ahead.
Oh, God. Mark, the book of Mark, chapter 12, verse 31. And the second is like, namely this: thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. There is none other commandment greater than these.
You shall love your neighbor as yourself. There are no other commandments greater than these. So for the Christian say, oh, you break one commandment, you break them all. Yeah. But understand, like, brotherhood is very important. There's no greater commandment other than these. Go ahead. That's it.
Verse 32.
All right. So now we're going to go ahead to Matthew 18 and 15. This is where the games begin, y'all. This is where the cowards going to have to turn around and be men on behalf of how to deal with a brother. For like a lot of y'all try to play semantics or find ins and outs or shortcuts on behalf of how to deal with a brother or how not to forgive a brother. But we're going to see what Christ says. That's what we're going to see. We're damn what I.S.U.P.K said. Damn what I.S.U.P.K Officer 50 said. Let's talk about what Christ said. The greatest man that walked this land. The man that had more balls than any other man that's walking this land right now. Is it?
Matthew 18, 15.
Mm-hmm.
Matthew 18, verse 15. Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee.
And moreover, if a brother trespasses against you, you know what I'm saying, he might have said something that you didn't appreciate. And you know what I'm saying, we'll get to it. He might have said something or done something you didn't appreciate. Do mind, we all from different regions of the world. You know what I'm saying? We got brothers in South Carolina from Chicago, Texas, D.C., me from Connecticut. You know what I mean? South Carolina, you got brothers from all over. So it might be one of us brothers say something to the other brother that was completely sour, but it's just different regions where we from.
Right.
I know. Different reasons where we from. You know what I mean? So go to him and him alone and get an understanding, or let him know so a brother could recollect and be like, dang, Salakia, forgive me. Because you being from Chicago, somebody in Texas might take a hard body insult versus somebody from DC looking at South Carolina and just blowing it off, you know what I mean?
Right.
So it could just be on one of them type aspects, because it comes to a point where a lot of city people do talk harder. And when I say harder, it's more fly out the mouth.
Right.
Because down south people really don't take that mess. Like they don't rock out like that. Go ahead.
Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone.
If he do something to you, go tell him how you feel by him. Not trying to shun him in front of his lady or shame him from his lady, Salakia. Not trying to show your masculinity in front of your woman, or wait until you got a crowd around and try to be robust and hard body when you're a coward. Go to him and him alone. Go ahead.
If he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother.
If he will hear you, if he come to understanding and know where he screwed up at, and he's saying where he screwed up at, and that's it. You know what I mean? And he letting you know, like, my bad, and he apologizing for it. You gain that brother, because now he know, like, this brother right here didn't really, he didn't take that lightly. That ain't he don't like that. That ain't his thing.
Right.
Go ahead.
But if he will not hear thee, then take with thee one or two more, that in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses every word may be established.
So if he don't want to hear you, you go you know what I'm saying, go to the higher ups. Get a brother involved, get brothers involved that could actually make a change or whatever. You know what I mean? Don't lean so much on behalf of just him and somebody in the world. Don't go get a worldly drunkard or your friend that get high, or your parent that's a Christian. No, you go to righteous men in the I.S.U.P.K to get it understood. And if he don't want to hear it, then
And if he shall neglect to hear them, tell it unto the church.
tell it to the church, man.
But if he neglect to hear the church, let him be unto thee as a heathen man and a publican.
So if he don't want to hear it, you know what I'm saying, treat him like a heathen man. Don't hurt him, but when we say heathen man, it's just, you know what I'm saying, somebody who acts outside of this nation. Because Israel, we're forgive, and that's what our laws is, to forgive.
Right, it's a lot, yeah, if I may.
Go ahead, you got it. It's all on you.
I think it's also kind of saying like, as a heathen man or a publican, like somebody that's almost like a heathen. Like you ain't gotta really be around them and stuff. You ain't gotta be all buddy, but you still have to be a brother. But as a publican, somebody's just in the public, you know.
And that's heavy too that you say it, because a lot of people always think just because I don't deal with the brother, I gotta have hate. No, you can forgive the brother, but again, the precept said, know the brother that labor amongst you. Put that precept if you could whenever you get a chance. Just because y'all don't agree don't mean you have to hate the brother. Just because whether y'all come to a base terms of forgiving each other and don't want to deal with each other, that's not hate. You know what I'm saying? That's just leaving it on mutual grounds. Just don't hate that and badmouth the person after y'all came to an understanding.
First Thessalonians 5:12. And we beseech you, brethren, to know them which labor among you.
Know the men that labor amongst you. You know what I'm saying? And that even go to the point to where you could be in the world and have a roommate. You know that roommate got to work 5 days a week, and they calling out every other week. You know what I mean? Or 2 times every other week. You know what's going on. You know what I mean? You know why they showed up late on rent. So why keep helping them out on their portion of rent?
Right.
You know what I mean? You know, brothers is alcoholics. So why keep giving them extra money to get you to and fro to work or XYZ, you know what I'm saying? Or just to watch kids and you know they're alcoholic and it's always an issue. If you know they steal, why it doesn't matter who the hell they, whether it's your mother, daughter, father, whatever, why would you allow them to come to your house and you know they steal? So that means know the ones who labor amongst you. Know that brother was know the ones or know the brother. Pretty sure I know the ones.
Yeah, know them. Just know them.
Know them. It doesn't matter. Even when it comes to women who sleep around for money. You know she sleeps around for money. So know them that labor amongst you. She's sleeping with you expecting $1. That's being wise about the situation. Know who you dealing with. Don't act ignorant because you can be ignorant. Because ignorance gets you killed also. Especially if you've been warned. Go ahead.
And we beseech you, brethren, to know them which labor among you, and are over you in the Lord, and admonish you.
All right, you drop that. Let's see where we at. You can hold it real quick. Go to John 15 and 18.
John 15 and 18. If the world hate you, you know that it hated me before you.
Christ said, if the world hates you, just know it hated me before you. So when you do this work of the Lord and you actually showing brotherhood, sisterhood, and you really taking time and diligence out to help your people, like me and this brother in here right now in class, man, do you not think every time we go to camp on Saturday with the rest of Brothers South Carolina, we're not damn hated? I wanted to say the other word. That sounded messed up, didn't it? We're not hated to the utmost. We are hated in Greenville. We are hated in Charleston. We are hated in the world because we bring this truth out. Right. Because the lies make the world go around. And then the I.S.U.P.K. men of the Lord are willing to die and to watch this world stop and blow the hell up to smithereens. We are hated. But we know at the same sense, Christ died for us. Christ was hated for us. Christ did it. Goddamn, we can't be no coward and say we ain't gonna do it because what happened to him. Pick up your loins and go out here and do what you're supposed to do. Christ did it, you do it. If you could be perfect, goddamn it, you could go out here and tell the truth. Everybody want to be real till it's time to put that real time and real life threats going on.
Right.
Everybody think they real until you gotta look down a gun or see somebody with a blade on them. Everybody think they real. Everybody think they real until you see 13, 14 cops around them and there's only 5, 6, 7 of your brothers. Everybody think they real. Meanwhile, niggas smoke weed and they worry about dodging one traffic stop because no license. Nigga, you ain't real. You ain't got brotherhood. Because a real brother say, stop smoking that weed and get your damn license straight. That's what a brother would do.
Right.
Or go get a job to get your license straight. Or take these couple dollars, go get your damn license straight. Go ahead.
Next verse.
Which one was that? Hated me first. That was 18. Was 2 John 1 and 6. So I think we wrapping it up. I got 3 more precepts for y'all. You know.
Second John 1 and 6. And this is love.
And this is love. Love is a what?
An action.
Love is an action. Love ain't just goo goo gaga. Let me rub on you. Let me lick on you. Let me taste on you. Love ain't got nothing to do with all that. That's lust. Love is an action. Do what you got to do regardless of what it is. You love somebody, you going to give them AIDS? You love your child, you going to go molest your child or give it to a child molester? No, the hell you won't. And if you do, you don't love your child. Go ahead.
And this is love, that we walk after his commandments.
Walk after these commandments. All the law, statutes, commandments. 613 of them. That's what love is. Strive for them. And once you strive for them and you perfect them, perfect it even more. Become an enthusiast of these laws, statutes, and commandments. Go ahead.
This is the commandment that as ye have heard from the beginning.
From the beginning. The beginning. I mean, this is for the Christians that say, oh, we don't believe in Old Testament. I mean, from the beginning of what? The beginning. It ain't like it said, you know what I'm saying, in Matthew. It said the beginning. Got some in there? All right, I think it's marking 335, if I ain't mistaken. If you could, Bob, try to pull that up. It may be, it may not be. I feel like it's not. Mark 335? Kind. Perfect. And then that actually wasn't what I was looking for, but that is perfect.
Alright, so 35.
Yeah, 35.
Mark 3:35. For whosoever shall do the will of God.
If you're doing the will of God, you out here putting your life on the street corners, you out here teaching, you sacrificing money, you losing your family, sacrificing your job, you know what I mean? You attending Passover, you're paying your tithes, you just out here. You're helping decrease confusion and all this other stuff. If you're doing that, then you love the Lord. You got it out.
The same is my brother.
The same as my brother. If you're doing all of this, Christ saying, you are my brother. Go ahead.
And my sister.
And my sister. Go ahead.
And my mother.
And my mother. So Christ is telling you, he named all different parts. You know what I mean? Blood family is one thing, but you can build your family when it comes to this body.
Right.
You know what I mean? And not even so much of you building it. Your family would be built amongst you through Christ, Lord in Christ. Yahweh, Yahweh, Mashiach. Your family will be built because all y'all doing the same thing. It's not so much as you choosing. Is that it? All right, we're going to go to... Let's go to 1 Thessalonians 5:21. I feel like that ain't the one I want.
First Thessalonians 5.
You gotta go ahead.
And 21. Prove all things. Hold fast to which is good.
Prove that you love your brother and your sister. Not just about I'ma ride for my niggas, I die for my niggas. Nah, that ain't none of that. Cause a lot of times you ain't gotta ride for your brother. A lot of times you ain't gotta die for your brother. If y'all doing things right, there ain't no point of riding, and ain't nobody gonna be dying. Riding for your brother is just straight negativity. Like, what's the solution after you ride with your brother? Who gonna make it home? You rode for your brother cause he a drug dealer and you died. You rode for your brother cause he a drug dealer and somebody else died. What has that done for you? Or what you got to do with that? Meanwhile, they're gonna talk about Juneteenth, and they just buying some premium box off of Snapchat, and then now you got AIDS. What you did? What you do? What you do? Go ahead. Let's say everything.
No, I don't ever know.
All right, there we go. Maybe two more. Go to 1 Tim to 1 Tim 5:1.
1 Timothy 5 and 1.
Mm-hmm.
Rebuke not an elder.
Rebuke not an elder. You ain't gotta be disorderly with an elder, man. Yeah, they headstrong, they this and that, but at the end of the day, the older you get, even when we get older, man, there's probably something these chaps gonna bring out to us, and we gonna like, wow, I've been living 65 years and I ain't never knew that. I ain't never heard that. Man, I ain't never 20, you know what I'm saying? We don't lean on age, but I just made it to the age I made it to. And when I was damn 21, 22, my little brother just got in high school and I'm looking like, what the hell? Well, they ain't teach us that. That ain't even in the school curriculum.
Right.
Like each generation get wiser and wiser when it comes to America, but already they're dumb. And the wiser they get in America, the further they stray away from who they are.
Right.
Oh, go ahead out.
But entreat him as a father.
And treat him as a father. You come to that brother humble like, slag you, sir, man. Like, listen, you know what I mean? That bothered me, you know, or I really had something to say, but you ain't, you know, but this is my personal view, or this is how I was feeling. Boom. Blase, blah, da, da, woody, woo, whatever. And that's how you deal with it. That's the thing. How you do. You still deal with him like he's a father, out of respect, and so on and so forth. Go ahead.
And the younger men as brethren.
And the younger men as brethren. So even if you could be the damn president, even the president should come to a crackhead and be like, man, listen, you know what I mean? Like, man, get out the crack, man. Get out the crack. I'm the president and I can't control what these people selling crack around here doing. And we all know what crack does. And look what it's done to you. Just relax. You ain't gotta treat them like, get the hell off crack or I'm gonna cut your head off. That's it. All right, now one more time.
Rebuke not an elder, but entreat him as a father.
Treat him as a father. Go ahead.
And the younger men as brethren.
And younger men as brethren. So again, it don't matter what your rank is. At least show respect for that man because he's a man. He might not be as high rank as you is, but show respect for him. That he deserves that. He deserves that to the most, regardless how you feel about him. He deserves it. All right, let me get that. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and put it. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna close our class, y'all. I.S.U.P.K security announcement. We are I.S.U.P.K started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for brother and sister. When a new brother and sister come into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are here to be saluted. Only they are here to share themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which a brother and sister will court each other. After 6 months, period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Ties, which is a commandment, number 1821, Malachi 3:8-10, mean 10th in Hebrew. Ma'asra, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, get to the Treasury Department. Priest fund, free will offering, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upholy convocation. Feast of first fruit start after the Sabbath. Unleavened bread, sundown, Saturday, April 23rd. April 23rd, 2022. Count 50 days.
That's the feast of unleavened bread. Feast of first fruits.
Feast of first fruit.
June 12th.
Slack it, y'all. Saturday, April 23rd, 2022. Count 50 days. Celebrate the 50th day, Sunday, June 12th, 2022. Start before sundown, Leviticus 23:10-22. Reminder to occupant Awa, check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf.